Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Starr Brewery up in Crozet, Virginia. This is their front row, and it's a golden ale, guys, and it's fairly low ABV, 4.9%. Jack at Starr has been sending me some of their beers. This is evidently a brand new beer, guys, because Beer Advocate doesn't even have it listed at all. And before I get started into it, and you guys know me, I've been doing beers for a long time now. Starr makes some tasty stuff. Some of their bigger beers are really tasty. These are lighter beers, less than 5%. It's usually not something that I would personally go pick up, and I just want to be clear on that. This, like I said, this was sent to me. I don't buy these session beers, and I consider anything less than a 5%, even though it's 4.9. I want something with a little more taste and a little more ABV. If I can buy a 7% for the same price I'm going to pay for a 4.9, I'm going to go with 7% usually. That's just me though. These beers are good session beers, nice to sit by the pool or the beach or whatever. Lawnmower beers, a lot of times I call these. Something you could probably have one or two of and go back to doing what you were doing. I find these beers a little lackluster in the taste. Good transitional beers, if you will. If you're trying to get off the macro lagers, or try something that's made with some quality ingredients that doesn't have a lot of rice or corn or adjuncts put in it, this is the way to go. And I'm kind of anticipating this on this. But Jack sent it to me, so I'm going to review it, guys. They send these little laminated cards with them. They're very nice, very well done. So, Jack, thanks a bunch, my friend. I do appreciate it. The commercial description on it says, this light and refreshing beer is the perfect balance of hot bitterness and honey-like malt body, lightly hopped with Cascade. The honey malt and oats bring a bit of sweetness for a smooth mouthfeel and clean finish. The malt is Pilsner, oats, caramel, honey. Hops are Cascade, ale yeast, and like I said, it's 4.9. They give us a couple of little food pairings here. Grilled calamari salad. I'm not much with beer and salad. Cheeses, Monterey and Jack. And it says here dessert is lemon custard tart. So, that's the information that's on the card here that he sent me. So, with that being said, let's get on with it. Untapped has this at 20 IBUs. I don't see that written here. So, a little information that wasn't provided. So, we got the ABE, we got the IBUs. They are using a bright blue ink here. And it says packaged on February the 2nd of 2018. And today is the 12th. So, it's 10 days in the bottle. Pretty fresh. Doesn't get much fresher than that. Around here anyway. And I got this Friday or Saturday came, so I've only had it a couple days. Like I said, today is the 12th, Monday. So let's get on with this and see. That's all we need to talk about. So let's pop the top on this, get the cap off of it, see what we got going on here. Alright, not much of a hiss. Into the glass we go. And I'll give you some other food pairings while I'm pouring this. Cuisine, Italian, Middle Eastern, cheeses is pepper, Monterey, pepper jack. Meat is fish. Glass water pint, backer, non-tumbler, mug, sinus sidel. I'm using my favorite tulip glass and not recommended for extended celery, guys. Drink them up. Drink them fresh. That pour It's just the head's just barely covering the top. Not much. Pretty clear, a nice amber color. Let's get it to the nose. To me, I'm getting more maltiness than hops. For Cascade hops, as fresh as it is, it's fairly mellow. They haven't over hopped it. They haven't dry hopped it. Like I said, to me, it smells like a good transitional beer. Does have a nice sweetness to it. Smells pretty good, so let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Jack, and everybody at Starr Hill. Very light, very crisp, very easy drinking. One more beer as far as I'm concerned. A good transitional beer, if you will. If you're drinking Bud, Miller Coors, or some of those macros like that, this would be a good one to pick up to get something with just a little bit more taste, and something that's not going to be too hoppy that's going to blow your palate out of your mouth. A very nice transitional beer. So. Yeah, basically the alcohol is not existent on my palate. I can't even detect it. So, but it's right out of the fridge. Let's sip on it, see what we end up with. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Decent beer. Good lawnmower beer, good transitional beer. Not enough taste for this guy, but like I said, I appreciate Jack sending it to me. And like I said, it's probably a brand new offering from these guys at Starr Hill. And they do these beers to get the macro lager drinkers off of those, and to have something for them to try and taste when they come to a bar that has craft beer. So this is another option for those guys. So let's do the final chug here. Nice crisp, light ABV, light taste. Transitional beer, lawnmower beer. When I say lawnmower beer, that's not derogatory, guys. It's something you can come in and have one, maybe two of them, and go back to what you were doing, whether you're cutting the grass, shoveling snow, whatever you're doing, or a nice beer to have by the pool where you could put a six-pack in a cooler, go out there, and once you're finished, you're not stumbling around like you're drinking a sixth of a 7% or bigger beer, where you're going to probably have a pretty decent buzz if you drank 6 of those. So, something very light and easy drinking. So, guys, like I said, I try to be as honest as I can, and I appreciate everybody that sends me the beers, but I try to be as honest. To me, this beer, 8-9 years ago, would have probably gotten a better grade before I was seriously into some of the heavier craft beers and drank as many different kinds of craft beers, whether it's a 5% or it's a 25% beer. But a nice transitional beer, and that's where I'm going to leave it. It's a B to me, guys. It is a quality made beer, but it just doesn't have enough taste for this guy. Good transitional beer. Alright, like I told you, Beer Advocate didn't have anything. It's so new, they don't even have it listed yet, but Untappd does. And they have it at 3.47, which is their B rating also. So that's where that's where I'm gonna go with it too. It's a good B beer, 85 for me. So if you've had this one, brand new from Starr Hill, their front row Golden Ale, let me know what you think, guys. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.